Dear Tasia, I just want to say I love your podcast. I love what you're doing. Thank you for the videos. It has gotten me through a lot of things and situations. I'm 33 years old. I recently moved to a new state. I have no family around. It's just me and my son. He's 6 years old. I work 2 jobs and I'm in school pursuing my master's. I'm very much focused on what I have going on. However, if I'm being honest, I truly do desire to find love again someday. I just want to know, how do I balance bringing people into my life? I feel like I've been single for so long that it's kind of hard for me to open up to people because I'm nervous. And yes, I've dated, but nobody has met my son. My son has not seen me with any man besides his dad, and we haven't been together since he was 1, so he probably doesn't even remember it. However, I am a true believer that he deserves to see his mom be loved on properly and correctly. I just want to know if you have any tips or pointers on how to pursue this safely, because as we know, the world nowadays is very, very scary, and I just don't allow just anyone around him, even as a friend. So I'm trying to find the balance. I'm wondering if I'm too headstrong or if I'm on the right path or if I'm blocking my own blessings, because I have met people, but I also feel like no one has been worthy to take it that far, let alone let them in my house. So thank you. Let me know what you think. Love you. Bye.
Love you, mean it.
Did she say where she's from? It sounded
No,
like a
she said
little
she
New
just moved
York
into a new city.
accent. Okay.
So I didn't quite hear where she was from. So she did actually offer. She's like, let me know if I'm being too headstrong. I hear this from single women
Yeah.
all the time. Y'all, relax. It is going to be okay. And this is like actually no shade and not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but it is single women, no kids, beautiful jobs, looking good, gray hair on their shoulders, that's having an issue dating.
Yeah.
Okay. You are talking about you having a child and you're having a issue dating. We got a long way. You're going to go through a whole bunch of frogs, okay, before you get to the person that's ready to meet your son. So I just say, number one, just relax, okay? You want to start, in my opinion, I always say, what has helped me the most is like when I thought about like my biggest morals and ethics and the foundation that I wanted in a partner, I started becoming that person. Like when it came to patience, let me tell y'all, my patience was maybe low, 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 low. And God still ain't through with me yet because, okay, I had low patience, a short fuse, very judgy. I think I was quick to kind of just cut off and just shut off. And I realized, like, what did I want in a partner? One first thing, patient, kind, blah, blah, blah. And I was halfway. I wasn't a mirror of that. So just start becoming the person that you want. And I think that you will attract great people. You're gonna feel it in your bones when it's time for somebody to meet this 6-year-old boy, okay? This baby boy, your son. You're gonna feel it in your bones. It's gonna be like, wow, he's responsible. He's a stand-up guy. He's dependable. A good man, the right man that's coming into the life of a single mom that has a son is not gonna play around, okay? And you have to set that precedent. Like, you need to make sure that this person is like good spirited and reliable, dependable. He does what he says he's gonna do. Like, he's gentle. He's talking about blending lives together and all of this kind of stuff. You know, even just you went to that restaurant, did he bring a cheeseburger back for that baby? Like things like that. Like you really want to see what kind of man this is. And so we got a little bit of time before we get there. But in the meantime, I think like protecting your son from that category in general, but just really getting to know yourself. I think that moving to a new city is such a clean slate. You know, like you may not know a lot of people, and I know that you may have your guard up because you've been single for so long, but this is actually the time to like play around a little bit. I have reinvented myself so many times. And it's actually one of my most fun things to do. I love to wake up and say, you know what? Haha, let's do this again. Like, and I will literally like rebrand in 30 days. Like, I'm just like, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't want to be that person anymore. I don't want to I love doing that, and I think that we should like relish in that. Like you should
Yeah.
really take this as an opportunity to like revamp yourself and really like even spiritually, emotionally, financially, physically, just do like a really good deep clean and frolic in that city. Now we don't know where you at. We don't know where you at, but frolic in that city, have a good time, and when you meet the right guy, you're going to see the dad,
Yep.
the potential dad in him.
I really resonated with her voicemail because I was raised by a single mom, and she reminds me a lot of what it sounds like this woman is, like very hardworking, headstrong. My mom was putting herself through school, working 2 jobs at the time, had me, my brother, and some foster care kids. And so we were just, she was doing it all by herself. One thing that I wish my mom did better was not bringing men around. And because this scenario is, she's like, I have a 6-year-old, and it's like, am I being too headstrong? Like, should I be more active with like finding someone to bring to him? Or like, do I just play it cool right now or take the long game or play the long game? And my thing is, as a child, especially at the age of 6, this is where kids really start to pay attention. They know what's going on. And so I think there is a balance to living your life, having fun, dating, and exploring yourself as an adult. That is a whole different other role and responsibility. Being a mother is another one. And I think the question is, when your son grows up, what is he going to remember about you? And right now, he's just seeing you be the best mom. And, you showing up in that way is amazing. And like I said, as I got older, I realized I was like, my dating life was hindered a little bit because I was doing what my mom did, which was letting people in way too soon, giving people grace way too much and allowing people to take and consume my space when they didn't necessarily deserve it yet or work for it. And so the dynamic is different because I was a girl being raised by a single mom. This is a boy being raised by a single mom.
Yeah.
So to Sia's point, when we're talking about the type of man that is being brought around, it's going to take time to find that man, or you could find him tomorrow, but it's going to take time to make sure that that is the man to bring in front of your child. So I think as long as you do it with care and think of, is this going to be a father figure for my son? That will eliminate all questions that you have. And, someone might be in your space for a season and a reason, and it may not be lifelong, but how you navigate that, your son will remember. And as long as it's not a bunch of people all the time, you got to remember that like, he is your child, okay? So like, you do what you need to do for you. He just wants to see you happy.
Yeah, that's so true. And children do remember. They remember.
Sure do.
And I have so many women in my girls chat. And when they finally left their fathers or got divorced, the kids were like, thank God. Thank you. Like, we are so glad that you got out of that. And these be these kids' fathers, like not no stepdaddies or anything like that. So I think that's really important what you said. Like these kids just want to see you happy, and everything else will fall in line. But also I just feel compelled to add that like I think Dre and I were just talking about this the last a couple episodes ago, and it was about how like men don't see a positive role model until like 15 or like a teenager plus. Like, girl, put that baby in them sports, send him to summer camp, put him in the youth church, okay? Like, get some men around your 6-year-old, because I think it'll also put less pressure to like connect and find, like I think it'll just lighten the load a little bit. Have some healthy men around him that have great leadership, outside the household, and then focus on making sure that you feel good about dating. Like you're in a new city. Like, girl, this is gonna be really good. Yeah.
And she sounds so like level-headed.
Yes, level-headed.
Like,
girl,
like,
don't
here
overthink
working
it. You going to get your master's, you
hard.
going to school. Like, girl, we trust you. I trust you. I trust you gonna do right.
Yeah.
I trust you gonna do right. Our second voicemail.